Mars-Venus conjunction. Mars-Venus conjunction is a recipe for passion, a recipe for drive, a recipe for action, a recipe for impulsivity, a recipe also for art, for love, for romance, okay? Infatuation, desire. It can also be lust. Okay, Venus Mars is a very interesting conjunction, and if you have this conjunction and did not agree with all of the things that I said just now, you are not living in accordance with your true nature, for sure. Now, if you have a very loose conjunction, you may not identify with it at all, and it's quite possible, because if Venus and Mars are at two ends of the house, let's say they're 20 degrees apart, or let's say 18, 25 degrees apart, it's not really a conjunction. But if it's a tight conjunction, that let's say they're in the same nakshatra, or they're within 5 degrees of each other, yeah, then you're really going to feel it. Because Venus is the energy of what you love. Mars is the energy of what you desire. Mars is a very yang, outward focused energy. Yes, it is quite autonomous and self-sufficient, but it is also very basic with the human animalistic nature. Okay, food, procreation, security, and hence aggression. Those are the things that Mars deals with. Yeah, it's also tools, it's also engineering, but all of these things are for what? Food, security, procreation. Mars is a planet which works with basics. Venus is a bit more refined. Venus is fine dining, good clothes, perfumes, parties. Okay, Venus is that. Okay, now when you bring these two together, my God, you are a very passionate individual. You really need to tap into this energy of what gives you happiness. Otherwise, you will never be satisfied in life. Really sorry to interrupt your video, guys. I just have a very quick message to share. I know that a lot of you have been trying to get a session with me, but because of my schedule and because of the fee, quite a few of you have not been able to. In fact, there are a few people that I actually said that, okay, I'll offer you a discount, and they said, no, we're gonna go back and save more money and then come to you, because we value you too much to ask for a discount. I mean, I truly am humbled when I get responses like that. And so therefore what I'm doing is, I understand there's a lot of chaos in the world right now, and so even if you can get a little bit of support, it'll just get you back into your winning ways, into your high energy state. So from the 1st to the 7th of August, I am offering 50 minutes session at a very nominal price of 5,000 rupees. So that's just 100 rupees a minute if you actually look at that. I only have limited slots. I will have not more than 25 or maybe 30 slots, not more than that. But it is just my way of helping out individuals who've been waiting, who've been watching videos, who've been waiting patiently. When can I get on his calendar? When can I have a session? This is your opportunity. Seize it. Link is given in the description box. Please get back to enjoying a wonderful video. Thank you so much. I have seen Venus Mars individuals trying to force themselves to do normal IT jobs and failing miserably at that because they just can't tolerate the mind-numbing grind. Venus Mars individuals are not meant for that. Venus Mars individuals are actually meant to be free. One of the problems that Venus Mars can quite often give you is that you can be growing up, a little bit impulsive, make a few bad decisions or wrong decisions or curious decisions, I would say, for Venus Mars people in love, and later on feel completely, lost, or just, blame yourself too much. Okay? That's where I would say that Venus Mars has the only, bad attribute associated with it. But usually Venus Mars can make a person a great entertainer, designer. They can make the individual an object of desire. Working out, looking good, eating right. You could even be an influencer. A lot of actors you will see have it. But then there is definitely an aspect of heavy sexual energy here. And what I've seen is that people who are not able to transmute the sexual energy in this conjunction in a positive manner, then they sooner or later begin to have problems in their relationships. This can either be that they may completely lose interest in their partner, or it could just be that everything's right but they're just not getting married, or it could be that they may have a separation or a divorce. Why is that? Because for Venus Mars individuals, it is very important for them to feel that connection with that, with the person that they are spending all of their day with, sharing their space with. Okay, it's very important for them that they can't do vanilla relationships. And that is why quite often Venus Mars individuals might fall for toxic people. Just thinking that, at least there's something here. I mean, at least it's not boring. But this curiosity can quite often get them into the wrong relationship. So if you have Venus Mars, you are meant to live passionately. You have to live in accordance with how you passionately feel or not feel about things. That is what this conjunction is. It's the yin and yang coming together. So if you just follow your heart here from the perspective of not being reckless, but just following the natural creativity that is within us all. If you just follow that, you'll be a happy person. If you don't do that, if you suppress that, then there is no end, to the difficulties that this conjunction can create for you. Because it's not going to go away. That's what this kind of energy is. There's a lot of push and pull here. Okay? You might start obsessing over the wrong things or partners, that you cannot have if you suppress this energy. But let's say you work with this energy, you can be a great dancer, you can be a great designer, you can even be great with coding if that is something that you're passionate about. You can do well in sports as well. Anything that involves, physical manual sort of work, for example, yoga, modeling, you can be great at that. Obviously, conjunctions that we're talking about right now, they're only a part of the picture. All of the other things also need to be seen. I need to look at where your Saturn is, where, let's say, your Rahu is and all of the other placements and, nakshatras, etc., etc. Mars Venus is usually rooted a lot more in the body movements as well. Like it could be dance, it could be yoga, right? It could be you could even have, let's say, a passion for bodybuilding with this if other placements support. And it's also important for you to look good, by the way. That's one of the priorities with respect to this conjunction if you have it. That is how you're going to feel balanced. Okay. Now, obviously, depending on the nakshatras, as I said, depending on their placements in the Navamsha, Dashamsha, Shashtiyamsha charts, also there's a ton of things that people with Venus Mars conjunction can do. They can even be great architects. Bottom line is, if you have Venus Mars, you have to live in accordance with what you feel passionate about. If you suppress those passions, they're going to express themselves, like in ways that you will not like. They can express themselves as eating disorders, disciplinary problems at work, dysfunction in relationships. Okay? You might even get a restraining order on you, against somebody. That's also quite possible. So if you have Venus Mars, you just have to prioritizing your passion. And if you are not the person right now who could make that passion a reality, who could execute what you what you naturally feel drawn to execute, get to work. Make yourself that person. Commit to it. You definitely have the capability to do it. Okay? So that's my analysis of Venus-Mars conjunction. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel so that you can stay abreast of all the wonderful content that I post here. Push the bell icon so that you can be notified every single time I post. Please consider joining this channel so that, we can build a closer relationship. You can give me feedback. I can share exclusive episodes of a lot of interesting things I do with you that I only share with members. You can also, catch my exclusive live streams, energy updates. That's also something. Okay. And soon, what I'm trying to plan for is to have a discussion forum as well for members only. Okay. If you want a personal session with me, you can also do that by checking out the link given here in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Adios.